Good evening. Welcome to Ashby School. I'm Dr Jude Mellor, I'm the head teacher here. I don't normally need a mic, but we are recording it, so if anyone has missed it, then they will be able to catch it up on the website. So I want to talk to you a little bit about our amazing school, because I'm really glad that you've taken opportunity to come and have a look at all that we have to offer and all that we are doing as we grow our new Year 6. Into 7. You will know that we are part of the Life MultiAcademy Trust, and we work together with the two previous high schools that have welcomed their first year 10 as age range change, as we've welcomed our first year 7 this September, and we are really excited to have them with us, and you will see lots of our year 7 around tonight, which is something we weren't able to do at this time last year. So we've come an awful long way in 12 months. And we work really closely as a group of schools, making sure that we can support their progression to year 10 and they support our progression to welcome those year 7s. But great teaching is great teaching, and we're really proud of the great teaching that we are able to offer. I believe very, very firmly that any school is built on its ethos and its values. That actually all of the things around great teaching, great qualifications, great support, great experience are absolutely driven from a core belief that every single child matters and every single child deserves the very, very best opportunity to open as many doors as they can into their futures. For some students, that will be progression all the way through to sixth form, to university, to do a PhD and beyond. For others, that will be getting the qualifications they want to get onto a vocational course at college, because that is their talent and that is what they are passionate about. It doesn't matter where students' aspirations are. It matters that we support them to meet them. And our ethos about empowered to learn, and you'll see that up on our wall here, is really, really important within that. Because we believe that absolutely leads to our next value, which is the opportunity that anything is possible. Aspiration is really, really important. Today more than ever, 70% of our students are working towards jobs that we don't even know what they are yet. They don't exist. We can't define them because the world is changing so quickly. And so absolutely driving the abilities for students to be able to self-learn, to drive themselves to positive futures, and to absolutely believe in aspiration for their future is really, really important. And we underpin that with our 3 key values: to show respect, to accept responsibility, and to build resilience. We absolutely reinforce those with our young people. They hear them in assemblies, they hear them in conversations, they hear them through their reward structure, they hear them when occasionally they've got things wrong, and we articulate how to make better choices by absolutely driving back to those. And you will see those around school, and you will be able to talk to our young people about those, because those underpin everything we do, and they are really, really important to us. But achievement is important too, and I think it's really important that you understand that whilst we are here to support every single student, we absolutely want to be as aspirational as possible as we can, and we have very, very many students who are able to go on to great futures. And there's some information there, and there's more on our website about our GCSE results and about our A-level results, but to put that into context about what that's enabled some of our young people to do. To go on to politics at King's College in London, what a fantastic opportunity. To study languages with an A in French, which is a great achievement. To go to Nottingham and do maths, and I could have written pages and pages of those opportunities. And very many of our year 11 stay into our sixth form and recognise that actually we offer a really great opportunity for them to explore the areas they like. Some of them don't, and we support them really, really well to those colleges and those futures as well. So hopefully here there are some of those images that will really reinforce that aspect that anything is possible. Great schools deliver great learning. They deliver a really broad and balanced curriculum. They make sure that students have the opportunity to study great subjects with teachers who are trained in that subject in fantastic facilities. And I hope you've had opportunity or will have opportunity to really explore our great facilities as you move through the rest of this evening. But you can see there some of the things that actually are just as important. I absolutely believe that students need qualifications for their future, but qualifications are only a piece of paper, and they're no good if you can't open the door to use them. They're no good if you can't articulate your passion at interview. They're no good if you can't work as part of a team. They're no good if you can't problem solve on your own. And so all of the other opportunities that you will see here articulate that experience for our young people. The opportunity to be part of a sports team, the opportunity to be part of some of our theatre productions, the opportunity to engage in charity and go down and support the young people at the Statutes on their Accessibility Day just last Monday. Those things are really important to us because those are the experiences that shape our young people into the employees of the future. So you're looking at a school for your Key Stage 3 to start in Year 7, and age range change is quite a difficult thing to get your head around when you've got different schools doing different things at different times. And so this is my way of articulating that for you, that hopefully brings a little bit of clarity. So you're considering joining us in Year 7 next year. 2023-24 is the academic year, by which time our current Year 7s that have just started will have gone into our Year 8, but you'll see from that we won't have any Year 9s at that point. We're building our Key Stage 3 from Year 7 upwards. At the same time, we're maintaining our upper school of Year 10 and Year 11. We have far less Year 10 currently than we do Year 11. Got a very, very big Year 11 of 500 students. Our Year 10 is about 350 students, and we will see what size that comes through next year. Obviously, as your young people potentially enter into then Year 8 in 2024-25, then they will have a Year 7 under them, and we'll have every year group. We may still have larger Key Stage 4 groups because those students may still be progressing from Ivanhoe and Ibstock. By the time your young people get to 26-27, we will have the structure that we're going to have, and that is effectively 222 students in each of the years from 7 to 11. Okay, so it's quite a long process that we're engaged on at the moment. And obviously progression to our sixth form, which won't have a 222 limit in the way that it doesn't now, and we've had somewhere between 300 and 350 in our sixth form years. So our sixth form is a very large and very successful sixth form. So building that future absolutely starts in that next year, but it continues all the way through those. And what's fantastic about the opportunity to explore age range change is the opportunity for us to shape the young people in Year 7, so we absolutely can grow those learners into Year 7. I don't think that the movement at Year 9 is particularly beneficial. You will have all heard of the potential learning dip as students move from 6 to 7, and we work really, really hard to counteract that. Moving them again isn't necessarily a great thing, so it's really lovely that we're able to have students all the way through, and that will be the same situation for Ivanhoe and for Ibstock. So what grows that learning experience for our young people? This is our curriculum offer. Okay, you can see around the arts, the design, the PE, and obviously within those are all of those different specialisms. But we do something that we believe makes our Year 7 particularly unique. We have a curriculum called Empowering to Learn, and I hope you've already realised how passionate I am about making sure that students have a really rounded experience as they move through secondary school. But I also believe that if we want students to be great team players, if we want students to be great problem solvers, if we want students to be great independent learners and confident and able to articulate themselves and to write with fluency, we need to be able to teach those things. We can't just expect them to happen by osmosis. And so we've developed for our Year 7 our Empowering to Learn curriculum. It's driven predominantly around literacy, oracy, and what we call metacognition and crew. So metacognition is the ability to think your way through things, and crew is the opportunities we offer through that curriculum to overtly work in teams, to absolutely have a problem and try and solve it, to think about how they can utilise the fact that one of them might be more confident with logical aspects and one of them might be a better orator, to make sure that they complement each other's skill sets. We've also, to make sure we've got a solid curriculum to deliver through that, so it's not somewhere where they go and just chat or they go and just try and solve a problem. We've combined building those skills around curriculum areas that are really important. So within that Empowering to Learn curriculum, they also do their careers learning, they also do their personal development learning, and they also do their religious education. So there's content there that we then explore. So for example, one of the things that we need to teach is careers. And we can sit down in a classroom and we can do a session looking at what jobs you might like to do in the future. But how brilliant to spend 5 weeks exploring that and think about things like how to write a CV, how to write a letter, how to enter a room when you want to communicate with someone, how to sit down and have an interview, how to present yourself, how to make sure you're organised about those things. So we take the opportunity and build all of those skills alongside that content. And we do that very overtly in our Empowering to Learn curriculum. We can then feed that learning into all the other subject areas. So they take that literacy and that oracy and they build it into their English, but also their humanities and their science and their design work and their languages. We take their team work and we build that into design and PE and the arts. So we're absolutely saying we want to build good learners because we're building them for a future that we don't know yet. We need people who have those skill sets to go out and solve the world's problems, and there are plenty of them to solve. We build that around our 3 R's as well. So respect, responsibility and resilience are written large through that curriculum area. And we loosely base it on the 7 global goals to make sure that they're getting that really rounded experience and building what often people call cultural capital. So they've got a really good understanding of the world, that they understand some of those challenges and the place and the part that they can play within that. That, of course, builds into, from Key Stage 3, into ultimately our Key Stage 4 curriculum. And we have, because we are a big school, we have a really great Key Stage 4 offer. It's really important that we find those niches for students. We do encourage the vast majority of our students to follow an EBAC curriculum, maths, English, science, and 1 subject from humanities and languages. But we also offer a further 3 option choices on top of that. So students can explore the arts, they can explore design, they can make sure that they can do geography and history if they want to, that they're not restricted around those things. And those are really, really important. We put some vocational offers into our Key Stage 4. So for those students who find learning and building all that up to an exam at the end more difficult, they've got other opportunities to learn with more coursework-based subjects as well. So there's a really broad offer there at Key Stage 4. But we also know that it's really important that students keep up those other things. So there's still a great offer of extracurricular sport and extracurricular activities. Now we have younger children, we have offered to build in more and more mentoring opportunities for our older students. So they can work with Year 7 and we can keep setting and communicating those great expectations that we have. And that builds into our 6th form. And as I said, our 6th form is a very big 6th form. We have the largest academic offer in North West Leicestershire with 29 level 3 courses. That's fantastic. That's really, really brilliant. It's only brilliant if they've got the skills to do it. And it's really important that we make sure that we build those great learners. And I know many of you will be interested in the idea that we can be in 11 to 18 through school. But we do offer opportunities into our 6th form from lots of other schools, students from Ivanhoe and Ibstock, but actually schools around the area as well, some from Derbyshire, some are from over in Colville as well. So we have a really great 6th form offer. You will want to choose a great school. You'll want to choose a school that has lots and lots of opportunities, but you'll also want to choose a school where your child is well looked after, where your child is seen as an individual, where your child has a trusted adult. And our pastoral system is something that we have built really, really strongly, obviously from scratch for our Year 7. And we've been really fortunate to do that. That means that our Empowering to Learn teachers are our Year 7 form tutors. So that means our form tutors see their students for form time every day, as in many schools, but then they also see them 4 lessons a fortnight, because we're a 2-week timetable, so they can really get to know them. They can do that teamwork with them. I walked in on a lovely learning session today in the Learning Hub where a teacher had got them sat in a circle and they were discussing their transition, what they liked, what would they want to do different, and those ideas are things that we will build into your child's transition as we move forward next year, because student voice is really important. Students are the people who experience transition, so let's listen to what they have to say about it. So it's really nice that we can build that great link, and those form tutors will, all being well, and we know that people move on to different jobs and so on, but all being well, stay with them through their school career into Year 11, and suddenly you've got that really great relationship. That person that you can talk to as parents, that person that our young people can talk to when things are just going a little bit wrong somewhere, because if we catch those things early, we catch them well. and we can shortcut so many future problems. You may have seen from around school, and I hope you have, that our students are in uniform, and our expectations around that are very, very high. My expectations of uniform are very, very high. I make no excuse for that. I absolutely believe if you get the little things right, the big things look after themselves. Uniform to me is a setter of education culture. It says, I'm here, I'm in my gear, I'm ready to learn, I understand what's expected of me. And we expect that from all of our young people, and we battle that very, very hard as we come post-pandemic, where things have been a little bit more fluid for some students. We also expect behaviour, we expect punctuality, we expect attendance. All of those things are really, really important. And if that's what you want for your young person, then Ashby will be a great fit for you. I've mentioned facilities, and you will have seen some of those. And if you've been to an open evening before, you've been to Ashby before because you've looked for older children or siblings, or you came here yourself, I hope you start to see some of the things that we're doing to just adapt our environment to be more Key Stage 3 friendly and welcoming. Lots of investment into the dining area. It's colourful, it's bright. We have housekeepers that work in that area who look after our students all day, so again they can build great relationships with them. We've grown a great section of our library around Key Stage 3, and next summer we will get our toilets rebuilt around that area as well, because there's not quite enough of them yet, but we will be getting that rebuilt as we move forward as well. So it's really important to us that we're able to really grow that experience, and I hope you see that reflected. So I hope that's given you a real feel about why Ashby. I hope that's enabled you to see a little bit about my drivers for education and the things that I put at the heart of the development of the school. Ashby is a school on a journey. We were a very traditional upper school, and we're moving into the realms of being an 11 to 18. That is a fantastic provision and a fantastic offer for our local community. And I really hope that you will choose to be part of that. But I'll reiterate again, we absolutely work in collaboration with Ivanhoe, with Ibstock. We are all part of the same MultiAcademy Trust. And actually, none of our jobs will ever be done until all three of those schools are the absolute best offer they can be. And therefore, I don't think my job will ever be done. I don't think you're ever done in education. You just keep working and you just keep moving forward. But I hope it's given you a real flavour. I hope tonight gives you a really great experience of our school. Please don't be shy to ask questions of our staff, but most importantly, ask questions of our Year 7s. They know exactly what worries or excitements your young people have got at the minute. They will know exactly what it's like to be on the ground as a Year 7, and they will hopefully give you a really fantastic feel for that. If you do need some support about making that choice, or things that you want to talk through, then there's information about admissions and transport in the drama studio. So if you go out this door and just back in again, the drama studio is just behind the screen. SEND and pastoral support is in the dining room, so if you want that, if you go out that door, the dining room is just through there, and there are members of my senior team outside if you've got any questions. All right, thank you ever so much for coming.